What's up, guys? I'm Eric here. We're back for another VOD review. Today we're watching Dish Soap because... Anyway, today he played a reroll comp that I actually really want to check out because this is not one that I have that much experience with at all. I honestly, I'm really just waiting for Dish Soap to put it into the planner and see it go because this is... he did well. He did well with this comp, and it's not one that I've seen most people playing. It's one I've seen a few people talk about a little bit. So yeah, I'll wait for Dish Soap to do the honors of putting in the planner. But as you can see, we start off with a Wukong, with an Ahri. These are two units that you can actually think about rerolling. Ahri has a Arcana bonus that wants you to 3-star multiple champions. And then we also get Zilean here, who is another unit that, you know, maybe you could think about rerolling as well. So you can start to see some of the ideas of the types of units that we are going to reroll for this game. Also just a fantastic opener in terms of the duplicates that we get. And all right, so I think this is what makes Dish Soap say, maybe I'm going to play around reroll with this unit. We already have a Zilean 2 to start the game off with. This is pretty crazy. This is an interesting new augment worth the wait. I think I talked about this. I have to imagine this augment sucks. Just because you're waiting until like stage 4 to get a 3-star 1 cost. And Rating Gold's just a very strong generic augment, so I imagine that's our take here. Water Trainer also very, very good. But yeah, I like Rating Gold a lot. So yeah, I mean, with a Zilean 2 and this Ahri and this Wukong, I think Dish Soap already says, you know what? I can play some kind of reroll comp based around these guys. And yeah, there's the Ahri Arcana, by the way, for anyone who is not aware yet. So if you put the Arcana selector on Ahri, you get more AP for fielding 3-star champions. I don't know why it says power. This is really... They should clarify this a little bit, but your team gets AP for 3 stars. So he's going to put these guys into his team planner. Going to say, okay, I want to fit Bard because he bridges the gap between these two units perfectly. I also want to surely fit an Arcana unit, which is going to have to be Hecarim. And then from there, he's like, okay, I mean, what do I put in? A random Bastion unit? I guess so. Maybe a Chrono unit. We'll see how the board ends up going. But this is... yeah, this is a comp that some people have actually talked about a little bit, is like Zilean reroll type stuff. I think I saw Demacian Raptor playing kind of actually a similar board to this, where he played around Zilean, and then I think he said basically you just kind of like flex whatever frontline you want. This is a nice little combination here, the Tahm Kench and the Rakan, to get more Renewers in and more Arcanas in, because these are just such strong verticals. And yeah, maybe some Bastions as well. I think he's just kind of casting a wide net, saying we can play around whatever, but we are going to play around this core of an RE3, a Zilean 3, and a Wukong 3. And I think it makes sense, right? We're also making 40 gold here with the Raining Gold plus the gold opener, so that's very nice. Only downside is we will have to be a little bit careful about what items we end up just getting this game. We're probably going to take something for Wukong here. Wukong does get bonus armor and MR from his passive, so I would think something like a Gargoyle would be fantastic onto him. So I have to imagine that's the take here, but we'll see what Dish Soap ends up going for. Also, I guess I didn't talk to the fact, but look at the lobby. This is one of these sort of PB in-house type lobbies. We got Wajan Iverson, Replay, Bosso Skills, Ripple Overdrive. I don't know who 123 is, or Dish Soap Beat Cam, but you know, these are good players as well. So you know, these type of players always playing in these PBE in-houses. They want to get the best practice possible going into live, which, let's see, today's Tuesday, right? So tomorrow is Wednesday, and then we're basically a week from live at that point. So pretty wild. Another Wukong and Carousel if we want it. There's also that Cloak to finish out the Gargoyle. I might just grab the Wukong here. Oh, he actually grabbed Tyr. He was first pick on Carousel. I was sorry. I was looking at my calendar when he grabbed Tyr off Carousel. But I love Tyr. It's on an Ahri as well, which, you know, lets us play for RE3 a lot easier. And we're gonna need at least a Tyr this game for our AP carry. And I'm gonna be interested to see where the... Ooh, okay, yeah, I don't know why he took those out of planner for a second. I was like, are we doing something else weird? It'll be interesting to see who he ends up itemizing. You know, Zilean is a lot of CC and an okay amount of damage, but I don't know how good he is as like a primary carry. Ahri, to me, in my head, seems like much more of a primary carry type unit. But maybe Ahri just exists here for the Arcana bonus, and we are going to play Brazilian carry. I have no clue. Look, your guess is as good as mine. That's why I'm doing the VOD review, is to enlighten myself. And look at this econ advantage we have here with the gold opener plus the Raining Gold here. We are pre-leveled up to level 6. The only downside from taking something like this is, you know, in general in TFT, I've talked about this a lot, you tend to want what you don't have. And we already have a lot of econ, so Raining Gold is like all right. But, you know, not... We would have preferred, like, perfect BIS combat augment, maybe, but it just didn't exist. And, hey, you know, there is also the idea that Bishop was going to play for a loss streak anyway this game, because he's playing towards reroll. He wants to send it really hard at 3-2 and spike there. So then it kind of makes sense to lose a few fights. And my god, look at these shops for us now. Wait, we got a Rakan as well? We just have our entire board sitting here. He's going to start by Arcana-ing Tahm Kench, actually, because we don't have any 3-stars yet, so the Ahri bonus not amazing. The Tahm Kench bonus is also just a little bit of HP onto our board, not amazing. Blue buff? What are the mana values of these units? It looks like Ahri was 40 there when he hovered over her, so I don't think Ahri's that bad of a holder. Blue buff, yeah, you're 70 and then 40. Not amazing. We could also just go for Static Shiv. But yeah, I have to imagine we're going to slow roll on 6 for this board. We're picking up a lot of interesting stuff here, stuff that you could really consider playing, like this Karma, like this Tark. Like, you could really consider not playing reroll from this spot, but I think Bishop really just wants to play this comp, wants to try it out. We have the Ahri 2, the Zilean 2, and he says, you know what, this comp is good enough that I want to play it. Also does end up making the Static Shiv. This leaves the tier open for something like an Adaptive Helm or a Shojin, so it feels good. Also, great loss. We do need to spike hard enough to start winning at some point. Ooh, Combat Caster looks really, really juicy here. Our entire board's gonna be casting a lot. Ooh, we're gonna go for the Sleight of Hand though. It's actually pretty surprising to me that we opt to go for that. But yeah, there's Wukong too, which I was going to say is one of the big upgrades that you want to hit here. Yeah, I don't actually understand. I mean, there are a lot of units that Sleight of Hand seems good onto. Maybe Combat Caster was nerfed hard on PBE or something. I haven't checked. There are PBE stats if you're really interested in that kind of stuff on like lol chess. So if you really want to, you can go and look at PBE stats. As I've talked about before, I don't think balance on PBE matters that much. The big stuff is going to matter after Wednesday, because that's going to be their like big patch. And then they're basically going to leave stuff untouched until release. So if you really want to look at PBE stats, I would look at them after Wednesday. Ooh, random Edge of Night there. Not amazing, but not terrible. Another Tahm Kench as well, which is pretty crazy, and another Ahri that we're pretty happy with. But it looks like this is going to be just our board for it now. Not worry about getting the Hecarim in. It's just that Tahm Kench is a better unit than Hecarim by far. And like, I don't know, maybe the idea is that you can get Hecarim in later for Bastion, but I mean, I like this board a lot, and I think we can just start increasing eventually the number of preservers once we get Morgana, but, you know, maybe there's a way to get Chrono in. I don't know. I don't really want to play like a random Vex. We kind of have enough. We honestly have enough frontline with just this Wukong and this Rakan and this Tahm Kench. Ooh, speaking of, there's a Wukong with a cloak. You would love to be able to take that. This person is kind of trolling. They were hovering over it, but hey, we end up getting it, which is fantastic here. I have to imagine this will be for Gargoyle. But there is also the opportunity to make like an Adaptive Helm. I would prefer to make Shojin, I think, with the attack speed. Random Uncraftable Emblem, I don't know when you ever take this, honestly. It's 15 gold. I mean, I guess, okay, I have a, okay, I was about to say, I think this could actually be a position where you, well, still, I don't know, this is crazy. Arcana is really good with emblems if you can get an Arcana emblem, because because the Arcana bonus when you pair with the emblem is % bonus damage for your team based on the number of emblems you have, and it gets crazy. I had a game where I was like plus 60% bonus damage on my entire team from Arcana. Now the problem is we don't have an Arcana emblem, so right now we just have a Warrior emblem and no way of dealing with that. Oh my god, we did Reforger it though. I mean, that was we got a Reforger off of our charm, and now we have a multi-striker emblem, which is also pretty bad, I would say. But hey, maybe I don't know how we would. It's impossible to fit multi-striker on this board, right? I mean, the idea would be like Hecarim plus like Callista, but I think at that point you're playing too much awkward stuff to be happy with that. So I can't see that happening, but maybe there's a way. Or maybe we get another Reforger. I think it's really cool that Dishub actually went for this emblem and then went for a Reforger, and he can, you know, continue looking for Reforgers off augments. Also, ooh, look at that. We're getting out of the Rakan. We're playing the Hecarim because he knows that he might want to actually play towards multi-striker, and his idea is we can cut the Rakan and then maybe add a multi-striker down the line. Wow, I mean, it's surprising to me, but I mean, not insane, and I don't know, maybe we're multi-strikering this Bard just to get some more good autos off. There's RE3 on the roll down. It's still pretty far off of Zilean 3, 6 off, but, you know, not terrible. And beat the Shojin and JG. All right, I like this Lambs. Ahri is now our Arcana selector, so we're getting AP for every 3-star unit that we have. It's only 1 right now from Ahri, but you also get a base of like 10, something like that. So not bad. And of course, we still want to dig for the Zilean and for this Wukong. But yeah, I mean, this game, this is the comp that I'm very interested in, but it is not. I don't think this is a standard comp that you can just reroll for every game, especially the way Dishop's going to play this game. All right. I mean, 1, 2, 3 costs. I honestly think 3's a crowd seems pretty good here, and you don't really want to position for Unified like this. And you get the extra Armor and Mars, so the HP looks really, really good. We're looking at Salvage Fin, though, potentially. Maybe LDP. I don't know. I hate this long distance pals augment so much. It's so annoying. And yeah, you take Salvage Fin here. That's another augment choice that really surprises me, honestly. I really would have thought that with 3 costs on the board, you'd actually be very pleased with taking 3's a crowd. But he goes for this. Gets I mean, I think this is smart from Dish Soap after considering it more. I think his idea here is that we have this Ahri 3 with 0 items. We really want items here. And we have this Wukong with barely any items. We would kill for a lot of items here. And that's what Salvage Bin's going to give us. It's going to give us a full item and then another, half of an item, which is, not that crazy. But not terrible. Also, ooh, there's the idea, right? We're going to get Jackson. Oh, Jax fits so well, right? It's Chrono for the Zilean, and it's our third multi-striker. I am a little, like, what does multi-striker do on this board is, I guess, my question. It's going to make our Bard auto-attack, like, double auto a few times, which will be cool, I guess. But, like, Hecarim's not doing anything, so I'm not completely convinced that it does anything. But the upside is, like, you probably want to get Chrono in on level up anyway, and this gets multi-striker in as well. Maybe, hey, if we hit a bunch of Hecarims, we could go for Hecarim 3 as well, but we're taking a lot of damage here. Item-wise here, we're going to go for Cloak Zilean. I like it. We have open component right onto Wukong. I think we have open Cloak, so this is just Declaw. Yeah, plus a Zilean here for Zilean 3. I love it. And then this also allows us to not have to roll. We can just push levels, takes the major wish here, makes our entire team get more HP, which is like kind of whatever. And yeah, we make the Declaw. So it took a while. It was very scary, but we've got to our board. Our entire team's getting an extra 30 AP, which, like, honestly to me seems a little bit undertuned for the fact that we went out of our way to find 2 3-stars. And, like, I don't know, just considering how much value you can get out of the emblem one with only having a few emblems, I'm surprised that this one's that low. But you can see, look at the Zilean. Ooh, 12k damage there. I mean, looks like he certainly can be a main carry. 10k damage from the Zilean, and he's stunning his target every time he throws a bomb on them. Not bad at all, I would say. So it's fun to see how this the Zilean carry is going to work out. Also, he picks up another Bard. I guess his idea down the line is we're going to hit Bard 3 and Wukong 3 and maybe Hecarim 3. And then this is just going to be the board that we're going to roll for. And then eventually, once we hit all the relevant stuff there, then we can push 8. Hopefully, we find a Morgana some way down the line, and you can use that to get more Preservers in. We still also have the opportunity to add Rakan back in because we're not playing him anymore. So we'll see what that ends up looking like. I wonder if there's ever, I mean, probably not. I was going to say, I wonder if there's ever, like, an idea to cut Chrono, but I actually think with, like, the amount that this Wukong, or I don't know why I call him Wukong. I mean, Wukong exists on the board. The amount that this Zilean is casting, you actually value Chrono a lot, right? Because every time a Chrono unit casts, it reduces the timer for that Chrono proc. When you have more Chrono, it's, a stun for basically the entire board. When you don't have Chrono, it's it's just, or when you don't have 4 Chrono, it's just the heal. But still, the heal is not bad. We take Tier here for Adaptive Helm red buff is the idea. I wonder if we're going to Adaptive Helm this Wukong. And yeah, when we're this close, I like sending it here for Wukong, especially when we're this low. We end up actually hitting Bard before Wukong, and yeah, we're 1 off of Wukong. Yeah, I like the Adaptive one to Wukong, I think. We need to finish a third tank coming onto this monkey here. We're going to have no front line. But yeah, hitting the Bard, hey, that's more AP for our entire team. Hopefully we can hit that Wukong soon. At 32 HP, I'm kind of surprised we sent it to 0, but I think it ended up just being a situation where we got so close. Also, oh, that was... We picked up a charm on the way. That was the when you win Comet, get a bunch of gold charm. That must have been what it is. Okay, so then I really like sending it to 0. I mean, there's so much stuff going on this set, honestly. 47 AP for the whole board. Now that looks pretty good. The entire board getting 47 HP. Yeah, you cannot be upset about that. We have the red buff onto Ahri for heal cut. We have the Shiv onto the Zilean for shred. So we have everything that we need, and we have a very, very tanky monkey. So 32 HP, but that's honestly enough to stabilize on easily. We could have even taken like another loss and been okay. And look at the work the Wukong's doing. Look at the work the Zilean's doing. Ahri even dealt pretty good damage with only a couple items onto her, so not bad. And we're picking up a charm every single round just to spike our board a little bit. Ooh, I'm actually surprised by that sell there of the Rakan. Obviously, this means we can make 20 gold, but I would think Rakan would be our next in. So I'm kind of surprised. I mean, maybe the idea is that you could really get anything in here. I mean, you're not really going to be able to fit Arcana here unless you find a Xerath. Ooh, also, speaking of Xerath, we have to fight somehow. This person is level 9 Xerath 2. Ooh, that is a scary fight. Xerath 2, Melio 2. This person just went Giga Fast 9. Did that kind of AP Fast 9 stuff that I've, been talking about. We're looking for Ahri item here, like Archangel, I guess. There's also, yep, that's a Xerath with a Sugarcraft spat, which, I mean, it does something. It doesn't do too much, though. But it is a Xerath for 4 Arcana, which I don't know how big the spike is, but by the fact that we just ran straight for that Xerath, I have to imagine it's pretty high. I really want him to hover over the AP, actually, so I can see what it is. Yeah, it goes up to 68, so let's actually go back to the hover and see what the diff is. So it goes from 8 per 3-star to 12 per 3-star. We were at, what were we at before? 51? No, 47. I think we were at before, because we just gained 5. We just gained 5 plus 16. We just gained 21 yeah. So an extra 20 AP on our entire team, essentially. Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems pretty good. Once again, like, the buff being toward our entire team is quite nice. I don't actually know what Wukong's AP scaling is, but I wonder if it's probably just damage that he does. I don't know if I mean, maybe it's the shield. I'd have to, I mean, I could pull it up real quick while we're in between. I'll use lol chess because usually will that lag out the video? I don't know. We'll see. Set 12, not champions trends, but I want to go to champions and I want to look up Wukong. This is easily viewable on lol chess, right? Shield amount, armor percent. No, it's horrible. I can't even. It looks like the shield amount, armor percent. Yeah, this is really unclear on lol chess. All right, I'm not gonna worry about it. Someone in the comments will tell me. But hey, if I could just hover over the monkey, then I'd be able to see it. But on lol chess, it's very annoying. Maybe. All right. I'll try it again. I'll try it on tactics.tools. But I mean, set 12 update. Units. Oh, wait. It actually is on tactics.tools. Great. Okay. So it is the shield. It's just the shield scales with AP. But that's great, honestly. Just getting some extra value onto the shield is huge. Itemize here. TG. Love it. I mean, it's the only take here. I could be analyzing instead of looking at this, but honestly, the TG is fantastic here. It's sleight of hand value, and it is a couple of items for our Xerath here, who we really want to itemize. So yeah, I mean, the AP value onto Wukong is actually fantastic. More value for his shield, and you can see he is so tanky in these fights. We have already secured a top 3 here. I don't know how far this comp goes. Also, the Sugarcraft in is very random, but hey, it's a little bit of extra stats for the Ahri. Ooh, I like this rolling down because we know we're 16 HP. We really just want to get a good charm every single fight. What's the one that we ended up taking here? We need something good because yeah, we skipped that one. Okay, just the one that zaps for 10% HP. I like it. Because yeah, we just need some kind of good charm here. This is. I talked about this, I think, in the last video. Yes, the YUI video. I was talking about how, like, late game, it's very often in scenarios like these that you're not actually going to be looking at, like, pushing levels. You're going to just be looking at taking a charm here to spike your board. Because, I mean, look how close this fight is. This fight, if we had a bad charm, could easily have been a charm diff. And, like, I mean, we could have died this round if we had not taken that last charm. If we had just, econed up. So, every single round, you need to be rolling for a good charm. What do we take here, actually? I'm surprised. Just the 2 target dummies one. I mean, maybe he thinks that his board is stronger than... No, I mean, we certainly don't think that. Maybe he thinks that we're just dead here, which is possibly correct. But I'm actually surprised we don't roll for a better charm here, because, like, winning this fight, if we end up fighting Bosso's Ghost and then Bosso's ends up fighting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like, maybe this could actually be a top 2 if we get a better charm here. But, I mean, maybe he thinks this fight is it's easy. I mean... The monkey is spinning. Xerath gets one more cast off. Oh my god. Oh my god. Huge by the Wukong there. We need to continue just picking up good charms. I mean, also at 25 gold, you can pick up the charm that makes you invincible. I'm surprised, honestly. We took the Honeymancy. Or, yeah, that's Honeymancy. Why did we take this? It wasn't on a unit that we really care about. Oh, what is that? We take the 5 cost plus... I mean, his idea is... Oh, we're salvage bin. What a smart guy. I had completely forgotten. We're so late into the game, I'd completely forgotten that we're salvage bin. But he kept that remover, and then he breaks down those 2 emblems into a fawn here. Beautiful stuff from Dish Soap. Will it be enough to live? The answer looks like maybe no. Yeah, we are going to end up dying here. So the only thing is maybe we could have rolled for a better charm this round. But I think Dish Soap, wanted to take his time to look for all this stuff. Because, yeah, I mean, what is the charm that we ended up taking? The one that gives us like a 5 cost and a unit that pairs with them or something like that. Yeah, I mean, seems not ideal. But I mean, I love this this breakdown of this. Use this to make a fawn here. That's so smart. And then we end up getting up like a random IE as well, which like it's not terrible. But not too bad. And we get the preserver, extra preserver onto this board, which is fantastic. So smart stuff from Dish Soap. Only a third, but a really fun game, especially almost beating out some of these really capped boards. And honestly, with some better charms, maybe we could have actually done even better. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch and all my links down below. Thanks for watching.